Come on in the room, guys. It's Cassie Way. Good evening to everyone. You know, I like to switch it up sometime. We're going to be watching Who the Bleep Did I Marry? Very interesting episode. It talks a lot about DV, stuff that happens in real life. So come on in the room and let's have a chat about what we're getting ready to watch, period. Come on in the room, guys. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. All right, let's get started.
We grew up in a household of five siblings, and Olivia being the oldest, me being the second oldest. Olivia was a beautiful person inside and out. She was just very loving and caring. We were less than a year apart, so when I graduated, I moved out of my mom's house and moved with Olivia and her husband. My sister wanted to bring me under her wing, basically show me how to find a job.
I would always call her Fabulous Olivia. So this is probably one of those moments. She got the shades on, the drink, got her nails done, and the swimsuit. So this was just Olivia being fabulous. I know she was my sister, but I always say she was my sister because we talked about everything.
Olivia went into the tax business where she became very successful.
She was just always into something that was business oriented.
This is when Olivia first became a mom. This is my sister Courtney. This is Olivia. This is my mother when she had short hair. And this is Ariel.
Mom looks so young. She looks so young. It was pretty cool growing up. We used to go camping a lot, going swimming, climbing trees and stuff like that. She always made sure that we had everything. Basically a kid's like fantasy.
Now, this is a lady who did everything for her kids. She loved her
The
children.
divorce with her and Al was very upsetting to her, very disappointing. I feel like it also made her insecure in areas. And she was still just trying to make sure that her and the girls were good.
She really had to start over. She definitely did want to meet someone new. She wanted to get that family.
You know, my thing is, if you're going to
back.
start over after you divorce someone, give yourself time. Give yourself a me break.
Move forward, but, I told her, I say, hey, you got to put yourself out there, You need to date, have fun again.
I knew that she wanted to find someone that was actually going to love her.
You know, you have women who are always looking for love, sometimes in the wrong places.
When I first heard the news that Olivia had met someone, I welcomed it because I want to see her happy.
She always talked about how cute he was, and he has a good job.
He worked for the state of Texas as a prison guard. You would think that as a prison guard, they would be some type of protector for their families.
And that's not always true, just because you marry a prison guard. A lot of them prison guards could have anger issues as well.
As long as I can remember as a kid growing up, we used to have football Sundays where on a Sunday you come together, you come at somebody's house, and there's a lot of good food to eat, and there's a lot of good football to watch.
Football Sundays at my in-laws. I had never seen anything like it until I married into this family. We would go straight after church and stay there until like 10 o'clock, sometimes later. Everybody would still be there, be a packed house.
Just a lot of good family time and got a lot of good family fun. And Olivia was the centerpiece of all of that.
What happens to brown
Okay,
fat?
guys,
Drink
what we're
this.
talking about here. Who the bleep did I marry? And be careful who you marry. Get to know the person first before you say I do. But watch the story. It's very interesting. Can learn a lot from it.
Was the centerpiece of all of that.
First time I met Chris, I remember Miss Anita offering him, which is my mother-in-law, offering him some food. Olivia was sitting next to him, and he said, "Yeah, you can go fix me something to eat." He told Olivia to go and fix the food.
You know, he didn't want to go fix his own food.
And
He
I
wanted
saw the
Olivia to
question,
do
I
it.
said, well, maybe he's just one of
They're
those
getting to know each
guys,
other
you know,
in the beginning. He's
very
like, go
old
fix my
school.
food.
The first time I met Christopher, his whole dynamic.
Now, that's
was just
Olivia's
off to
daughter.
me. When you talk to him, he comes off as arrogant. He is a know-it-all.
She's getting together with this correction
And he used to
officer.
tell me all
That's
the time,
Olivia.
like, oh, I'm gonna marry your mom, and all
And
this
that's
stuff.
Olivia's daughter.
And yeah,
Olivia wanted to marry this correction officer, which may not have been a good idea, but I'm going to let you guys be the judge of that.
Please don't marry this man.
The daughter never wanted her mother to marry this man.
Early on in their relationship,
You know, sometimes we
Olivia and
can't
Christopher
see,
Jones had went out to
but our loved
a
ones could
restaurant in
see
Beaumont,
the
Texas
person that
one
we're
night.
getting together with.
There was
Because
a-
we're so
a
much
young
in
lady
love,
that Christopher Jones
we're
had been
blind to
dating
see what's
before.
really going on with
Got
that
upset and
individual
started
that
an
we're going to
altercation
marry.
with Olivia.
And we just happened to be there, and I guess this was a first date for them. And then we see these girls just.
Now, this is their first date. Pay attention. Their first date.
It was three of them, and she was by herself.
They're in the restaurant.
And one took off.
She's with her so-called boyfriend. And she gets beaten up on the first date by three women that he knows. The one that she's getting together with. She gets knocked in the head with a heel. She gets beaten down. Like what?
Him laughing with his two friends.
And he's laughing at the incident was happening with his potential
At
girlfriend.
the time, the police was called, and of course, that's when Christopher Jones really tucks his tail and runs.
And I just remember Olivia getting her Suburban at the time, and she was blood and
The
was
girl is
red and
bleeding
was
from the
crying
head
a whole
down
lot.
after getting
And I
jumped by
remember
three
trying to
women
tell
who she
her,
doesn't
Olivia,
even know.
calm down. And
But
she
her
was like,
potential
"No, I wanna go
boyfriend
home."
knows those three girls. She got jumped just by sitting at a table with a potential
After the fight
boyfriend.
happened, I did contact Olivia. I said, you need to press charges.
But Chris told her to not file a police report.
Her potential
because he was
boyfriend,
working at
Chris,
the prison at that
asked
time.
Olivia, which is her, not to press charges because he didn't want the gossip at his workplace being a correction officer. Go figure. You care about your job more than your potential girlfriend. What? Who does that? That's a red flag, red flag, red flag right there. Get away from him. That's number one sign. She failed to see the number one sign. From the first date, you get jumped by three women that you don't even know. And he sits there in his chair watching you get jumped. The girl takes off her heel, hits you in the head. The other two girls are jumping you. This is your first date with your so-called correction officer boyfriend.
And it would ring back to back to back, basically, and she would never pick
Red
up the
flag number one. Please look at the signs. Pay attention on who you're getting yourself involved with. There are always signs.
Kids had got into her car, and all of a sudden we see a truck kind of fly into the parking lot.
And I was like, well, who is this? And then I see Chris jump off the truck.
Sign number
door
2.
open, and I see him punching her glass.
She's in the parking lot in her car with her kids. Her potential boyfriend, which is Chris, correction officer, gets out the car, starts pounding on her window with her kids in the car. She's frantic. Chris, stop. What are you doing? Stop. And he's just bamming and bamming it. And her brother, which is him, he wanted to intervene into the situation. But his wife pulled him back like, look, We have kids here.
Telling the kids, y'all stay right there.
So they finally went over there to Olivia's car,
And then at the same time,
which was his sister-in-law and brother-in-law.
And I see Olivia crying.
And they're trying to see what's going on with her. She's crying, she's screaming. He's like harassing her, pounding on the window. Red flags number 2. The sister-in-law tried to call 911. Chris, the correctional officer, sees that she's on the phone calling 911, and he fleds out away with the car. Red flag number 2. She got beat up. Red flag number 1. Number 2, he sees her in the parking lot with her kids. He's banging and yelling at her on the window. Why? Why is he so aggressive? Why? Why is it? But this is red flags. You open your eyes, people. The signs are there with people you want in your life. Men you want to date. Even women that the men want to date. There are signs.
And at that point, that's when Olivia shut down. And
Now she went into a cocoon. Red flag number 2. She's shutting down.
After that,
That's Christopher, the correction officer.
Changed our relationship with Olivia. She stopped talking to us.
She is shut down. She doesn't want to talk to her mother, her brother, her sister-in-law, anybody. She's getting depressed. Now, does her kids need to see that? No. No. The kids should not witness their mother going through these DV. No, not at all. But she's taking up for him. She's justifying his actions. Oh, he's having a bad day. He's not going to do it again. Wrong.
I believe when Olivia cut us off around that time.
Now she's cutting her family off.
In love with Chris.
Bad sign. He's trying to cocoon her all to himself. So he really can control her mind. Get her alone. Oh, they don't love you. I'm the only one that loves you. Your family doesn't give a hoot about you. That's red flag number 4. When he wants to cocoon you away from your loved ones. So he can control your emotions, your spirit, your mind, your everything. They can't see. Let me tell you something. You're blind to the fact that this man has a dark side. When are you going to wake up and see sign number 1, sign number 2, sign number 3, sign number 4? It's visible. God is showing this woman, Olivia, and she's just not getting it yet. It's not clicking in her brain that this guy is not for you. He's not. He's always showed you domestic DV actions. Wake up. But no, she still wants to be with him. Check it out. It's not over yet. That's Olivia, the one that has the correction officer boyfriend. Yeah, hasn't got sign number 4 yet. There's been 4 signs. And she still wants to be with this jerk. With 2 beautiful kids that she's supposed to be a role model to, and she's not showing any type of leadership as a mother to her children. She's showing them the wrong attitude, the wrong way to get a good man. Now, you hear all this noise? Guess what? Christopher proposed to Olivia, gave her a ring. Like, what? Are you crazy? You've had all these negative signs, and you want to marry this dude? Like, woman, wake up. That's her daughter. She hated Christopher. She saw the signs. But when you're in love, you're so blind, you can't see those signs of negativity, evil, and that guy you're going to marry, or that woman you're going to marry.
Having her reservations. And like I told her, you have to listen to your child. But she felt like it was because Ariel didn't want to see her.
When your child feels something about your mate in a negative, evil way, listen to them. Don't throw them away. Don't say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You just miss your daddy, your natural daddy. You just don't want me to marry this new guy. No, it's not that. They see something that you cannot see. And you need to listen to your kids.
confused. I was wondering, what is it about this man that she's so drawn to?
Love is blind. When they say
Why
love
does
is
she feel
blind,
like
love is
him
truly
controlling
blind.
her is love? And I was honestly very frightened for her and the girls. I was very afraid.
Love is blind. Like, when are you going to open your eyes and see the signs? Ask God to let you see through his eyes so you can see what that person is. Who are you about to invite into your life? Talk to the Lord first. See if he approves of who you're going to let into your life.
As a prison, so everything has to be done at a certain time by a certain way. Rooms had to be clean at all times. We couldn't have literally anything on the floor. The beds had to be made.
He ran his house like a drill
We couldn't have
sergeant.
no wrinkles
He
or
treated her
anything in the
kids
comforter. Like,
negatively.
everything had to be straight, and like you had to literally take your hand and straighten out.
That's
the
Olivia's
blankets,
daughter right
pillows
there.
had to be nice and
She's
neat.
explaining how when they got married,
If we had the TV
he
on,
has
and if he didn't like what was
ways
on
like
the
a drill
TV, he'd
sergeant.
either make us cut
And
it
if you
off
didn't
or
do
he'd
it,
make us change
you'll
it.
get in trouble.
If
You didn't make
weren't in
that
the
bed
room
right,
during
you
the
didn't
day,
clean
the
that
door
floor,
had
you
to
didn't
be open. So
fold
that
those
way,
clothes
if anyone
correctly,
came down the
these
hallway,
kids
they
would get in
see
trouble.
how nice and neat everything was. The dishes had to be done every night, washed. The floors had
And
to
that's
be
Christopher,
cleaned
the
every
correction
night.
officer,
The
on
rugs
the
had to
left.
be cleaned every night.
That's Olivia.
And
She
the
married the
motto was like,
scumbag.
whatever happens in this house, stays
She
in this
married the
house.
scumbag.
One day, my mom called me into the kitchen and I told her, hey, like, I'll be right there. And he actually whooped me with the belt because he said that I shouldn't talk to my mom like that. It was a very difficult situation to be in. I feel like people need to know what's going on, especially like your family. And if they know what's going on, then they can help you.
Don't shut your family out, guys, just because you are married, you have a boyfriend, because that's what they want. They want to enclose you to their own little cocoon so they can say, oh, nobody loves you. I love you. They don't care about you. That's what they want.
My mom and her mom
That is what they want to
talked
isolate
every
you.
morning.
So they
And
can
when she
control your
passed,
feelings,
it
your
basically
mind,
took
your
away
spirit,
her other
your
half.
everything.
Chris tried to make it seem like he cared. He tried to make it seem like, oh, he was just so devastated. My mother-in-law passed away, you know, but in all honesty, he really didn't care.
Chris cared about himself. And we're talking about that correction officer who married Olivia. You know, I have this thing. I said, when I meet a guy, I always ask him, how was your childhood? Because it matters as an adult how you treat individuals. I want to know, did your parents stay together?
We got really, really close.
Were there DV in your parents' marriage? I ask all the questions if I'm dating a guy, if I planned on getting with him. Ask those questions. Never be afraid to ask a question.
And she said, girl, because he got them cameras in there.
And he has cameras in the house. He has cameras in the bedrooms, the living room, the kitchen, outside of the exterior of the place. He has exterior and interior too. Cameras everywhere. And that's the scumbag right there, Chris.
Then they had one.
He wanted to keep a watchful eye, even on the kids, as well as his wife.
He had another one in the corner of the living room, so you can see the full living room and the kitchen. Like every inch of the house was covered in cameras.
Every inch of the house covered in cameras, guys. Like, who is he scared of? Himself? Who does he not trust? Himself?
You know, Olivia can't.
I mean, how could you not live with privacy? Cameras everywhere.
Him
Come
knowing
on.
about it.
Truly a trap house.
He could look at the cameras anytime he wanted to. He can also talk through the cameras, and we can actually talk to him back.
Who wants to live like that? You
if
got cameras
while he was at
everywhere.
work
No
and he
privacy.
seen that we were in the
Can't you
hallway
even
or
have privacy
something,
in your own
he can
home?
actually
We have
talk
enough
through.
cameras on the streets. We have enough people taking pictures of us anonymously. Like, in your home, that's your sacred place. Why does it have to be cameras inside your home?
Because if you were living in a house, then you would know, like, this should not be happening.
It should not be
You're not
happening.
supposed to be living in fear.
They lived in fear in their own home. Like, what?
One night, Chris and my mom were in the room arguing. The door was shut. And all I could hear was like, Chris, I can't breathe. Chris, I can't breathe.
Now, Christopher
Opened the door,
and her mother,
and I said, "Mama,
Olivia's
you
in the
okay?"
bedroom, and she's saying she can't breathe. Now, you know what's going down. She can't breathe. The daughter goes to the door.
And it slammed so fast that it hit my
He,
forehead.
Christopher, opens the door and slams the door where it hits the daughter's forehead. Then he puts his finger in her forehead, like, get away from here. I'm dealing with your mama now.
And she's telling me, she's screaming out she can't breathe. Are you?
So that means he's choking her. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. You know, he trapped her in the bedroom and DV'd her.
Why are you doing this? Why are you allowing him to do this? And
be careful who you marry. Get to know that individual. Don't be so happy-go-lucky to jump into marriage because you want the glitz and the glam and the rings and stuff. Get to know the person before you say, I do. Especially if you have children, because you need to protect your children against this stranger man that you're bringing into your house.
He knew it. He knew that she wouldn't leave him as long as he said the right words.
Love is blind, people. Love is blind. Ask God to open your eyes. Ask God for discernment. When you're meeting someone, you need to talk to the Lord and ask him to let that person reveal himself to you. Who am I getting with, God? Who is this person? Shall I leap over and take the next jump into a relationship with this person? Talk to the Lord, and he will let you know if this person is right for you.
You should have seen her, like, her heart was so, it was so happy. I didn't want to be the one to ruin that for her, because she has so many hopes, she has so many dreams to be a wife, to be a mother, to live in a stable household.
She thought this was the perfect marriage for her, but she married the man from hell. Yes, she did. A correction officer that probably had a bad childhood, probably didn't know how to treat his own mama. So he gets with Olivia, which is this woman right here, and treated her with DV. Yes, I said it. DV. And the kids had to witness that. Why? Why couldn't she see all the 4 signs? Before she married him, there were signs. That's why you have to ask God for discernment when you get with a person.
He would get into fights at work, and his problems was he didn't know how to control his anger.
Anger problems. He had that from a
house.
teenager, from his 20s, his 30s. Probably from a little kid, he dealt with anger problems. Then he gets with women and put that anger on the woman. No, that's not right.
They had to transport him to the ER with all his injuries. I couldn't look at that. It was too much for me. I've never seen that type of anger before in my whole life. He showed us so that way we can get in line also, to show, like, this is what he do to people that don't follow his rules.
He came into the relationship with that anger so he could put it on that woman. And indeed he did.
Chris was having troubles with his job. He was on suspension.
Olivia, at that point, had built up a clientele base where she had tons of clients utilizing her tax business. Seeing our family kind of struggle.
She's still trying to keep her head up, be a mother, be a wife, be a role model for her daughter. But she knows she's not in the right relationship. But she's trying to make believe in her mind that the marriage is all good, knowing that it's not.
Start another business, which was a food truck business. took the money that she earned and invested it into the food truck to get it up and going and get it running. And that way Olivia can continue to do what she was doing.
The idea, I would say, was his. But she was the one that was doing all the work. She was the one going to buy the food, prep the food, make sure the labels and stuff was correct.
She's still trying to be a role model to her daughters. Like, you work hard, you reap the rewards. She has a terrible husband, but she still want to show her kids, look, don't give up. Follow your dreams. She wanted a food truck. Showing her daughters, when you work hard, you can follow your dreams and you can make your dreams a reality. And she's doing just that with a DV type of husband. She's trying to put all that negative energy aside and still be a normal mother.
I was about to go to college. I was about to be free. And I just had a big sigh of relief of me finally getting away from that house. But it also scared me because I had to leave them behind. Not only
and that's really a shame. The daughter goes to college and she can't even focus on her homework or her studies because she's worried about her mom being safe with her husband, the one that has the DV problem. Now, why should that be put onto a child? It should never be. That child should be focusing on her studies, graduating, and being the best person that she could be.
I had a feeling that I need to talk to my mom and just let her know, like, hey, I love you. I'm going to bring you your Valentine's Day gift up here tomorrow. After that phone call, I was a little uneasy, and that whole night, I could not sleep. I just had a feeling like something was going to happen, like something was off, but I just couldn't put my finger on it.
Yeah, so guys, look at the signs. This young lady, Olivia, had 5 signs or more and did not pay any of those signs any mind and ended up marrying this correction officer named Christopher, which did her no good but bring her hardship, showed the kids DV, miserable life, came in there and took charge of the whole place, army style. And if they didn't do it, they'll get in trouble. Guys, come on. We have to ask God for discernment and whomever partner that we get involved with. Because there's so many people out here that had bad childhoods and they bring that into their adulthoods, into their relationship. You just don't know who you're really getting involved with. Take your time when you're looking for a mate. That's all I got to say. Take your time. Never rush it. Ask questions. How was your childhood? Did your parents, have any problems? Did you get along with your siblings? How was your first relationship? It's okay to ask questions like that in a relationship.
I'm at home. My wife is stopping me. Please, hurry. Please.
Here come the phone call. You should know what that is.
February 14th.
February 14th, Valentine's Day. 12 in the morning, her daughter
He was like saying, hey, Ariel.
received a phone call from Christopher, the correction officer, telling the daughter that something happened. You ought to know what happened next. Come on. That's Olivia and that's Christopher, the married couple that we're speaking on. Now you know what happened after that. Once you get that phone call from that scumbag on the left, Christopher, you know something happened to Olivia.
I was like, is she okay? Like, what's going on?
Of course she's not okay. She's with the devil.
What happened? We had a disagreement.
We had a disagreement.
I said, baby, if you're not working with me, you're working against me. I said,
Look at him breathing so hard. We had a disagreement.
was 8. My 11-year-old was 1. I said, Olivia, we can't get it together. We can't be together. We got several. And I say, I just want a divorce. And her reaction was, and I've been saying this for quite some time.
He's a liar.
Her reaction was, if you don't want me, I'm gonna kill myself.
He's a liar. He will not
And he
X
said
himself.
she ran in the house and got the gun. And
Yeah,
she
right.
put it up to her head, and she was telling him, if I can't have you, nobody can have you.
We got a loaded gun on the side of the bed. We got a loaded shotgun in the corner where the video games is.
And he said that when he was trying to get the gun, that it accidentally went off.
No, it didn't. He X'd her, trying to blame it on her because she's not here to defend herself. So he's making up this cockamamie story that she did it to herself. Liar. He's lying. He needed this type of alibi. When you're gone, you cannot speak for yourself. So, of course, you're going to believe what the perpetrator
I got
said.
there in a matter of 15 minutes. I drove
That
around
marriage
the
was
car,
no
and I
good
seen cops, and I
ever
seen
since
cops.
she met this guy. There were so many flags,
Police
people.
officers, they stopped me.
Look
And
at
I
the
was like, I just want to see
signs.
her. I want to his
You
phone.
don't
I
have to
asked her,
take
like, what's going on? Is she okay?
this
Like,
DV
is
in the
she
beginning from
alive?
anybody. If they start yelling when you first date them,
She had the
that's a
same
sign.
face Chris had.
The girl got beat
She
up
said,
by 3 girls
"Mary, she's
just
not
by sitting at the
alive."
table with
And I
him
broke
when they
down.
first met. Big sign number 2. I would have dumped him then. But did she dump him? No, she stayed with this jerk. Didn't got engaged with him. Like what? Why are women or men so blind to the signs? Wake up.
I pulled up to a nightmare.
When I got on scene, Olivia's car was in the driveway. Her keys were on the trunk of her car. Her phone was inside of her car. There was cold food product in her car, hamburger meat, things of that nature. There was a bouquet of flowers in the car that seemed to have been there for Valentine's Day. It
She
seemed
got
like she was in the
X'd out
mood
on Valentine's Day.
that morning, and it got
He's going to say
intoxicated
she
by
did
this
it to herself. He set up the perfect
She
alibi.
made her way through the house to find Olivia, and she was deceased in her bedroom. She was laying on the floor on her stomach, partially clothed. There was a great deal of blood. There was blood spatter. It wasn't until we
That's
rolled
Olivia.
her over and saw an exit wound coming out of her left eye that we realized that the round had actually struck her in the back of the head. Something that we did notice throughout the home or cameras.
So she
surveillance
supposedly
cameras.
have X'd
So we were
herself,
hopeful we'd be able to get
and
some
the exit
information from those
wound
cameras.
came out of her eye.
Absolutely nothing
How
on
can you
that
do that to
scene
yourself?
pointed
Come on now,
to
people.
a woman that was suicidal
His alibi is down the drain.
or depressed
He did it to her.
or intending on taking her life that day.
Such a beautiful woman, gone, because she chose the wrong partner.
We first met with Christopher Jones at the Beaumont Police Department. He agreed to speak with us, seemed very willing to do so, wanted us to know what he said had happened. They were preparing the food truck. Sometime during that preparation,
This is his
he
alibi.
got upset because he felt that Olivia was not doing her share of the work, had failed him, and was not keeping up where she should.
There's no reason that certain things would lead you.
He's a liar.
I'm very particular. If you heard that, that's true. I am very particular. We strive for the best for people. I work really hard, and I don't make excuses for myself.
Arrogant.
I don't accept excuses for anybody else.
Self-centered.
So because of these things,
Loser.
he decided he wanted to get a divorce. She stormed into the house, went straight to the bedroom, put a gun to her head. What did you say?
No way did that happen. She probably wanted to leave him. And he X'd her out and said, if I can't have you, nobody's going to have you.
Before you make a mistake and hurt yourself. She was crying.
Well, during this time, we happened to ask
He's a
him about
perpetual
the surveillance
liar.
cameras around his house. We asked
Scumbag
if he
right
could
there.
have permission to view those on his phone. He was very willing to allow us access to those
And he was a
cameras.
correction officer.
Say, you want
Him.
access, just that camera. You
A
touch
man
that,
with anger issues.
and that's just that camera.
Probably hated women.
You follow what I'm saying? So far.
I bet you a bunch of his exes could tell some horror stories of the relationship.
Carport, backyard, front door, back door, laundry room, side garage, living room, kitchen.
But the videos weren't there.
Why would there be no recordings on it?
Yes, and he put recordings, cameras all over the house. Why wasn't that recording there when he said that his wife exed herself? Okay, because it never happened that way. He covered his behind, took away the cameras in the bedroom where it was supposedly had happened, where she exed herself. Okay? He tried to cover his butt like, you know, she said that if I can't have you, then I'm going to X myself. It's no way that she X'd herself when the bullet came from behind the head and exit through the eye. Someone had to X her that way, and it was him. But what happened to the cameras that were in the bedroom? He took them out because he know he's guilty of Xing his wife out, okay? Now he's trying to make up this cockamamie story like why the cameras wasn't on in the bedroom when this event occurred, okay? So here we go.
You can go through days, and it's going to get pretty much done. We shouldn't have bought that. Just keep, like, you can pick whatever day you want, and it's never going to be consistent. That's why I said it was a waste of money.
There was a change in Christopher's demeanor. He wouldn't look us in the eye.
He wouldn't give eye contact. That's a telltale sign that this man is guilty for Xing his wife out. He couldn't even look in her mother's eye
All the videos start right after this.
because he's guilty.
His immediate reaction was that the system was faulty. He told me that he had been late.
Yeah, the camera system was faulty. Sure, on that particular night when this incident happened, the system was faulty, sure.
Look me in the eye. I was confused about a lot of things.
Look me in the eyes. If you've been honest with
He couldn't even look her in the eyes.
It was obvious that he was being very deceptive.
Very deceptive.
If I deleted those,
'Cause he did it.
I look guilty.
Not if you say right now, what you just say a while ago, I freaked out, I panicked, I did some stuff I shouldn't have done. Is that one of them?
Yes.
How many did you delete?
I don't know.
Okay. How many had he deleted?
He deleted a lot of the DV stuff
And
because he
find out
never wanted that
everything
videotape to
except
be
one
found.
camera.
Because he know he's guilty of sin. He was a horrible husband to Olivia. Horrible.
The only video
Horrible.
that we saw around the time of the incident was the one showing that Olivia didn't go storming through the house. She didn't go to the bedroom.
He
None of
made the
those
story
things.
up,
She was
guys.
actually in the kitchen,
He wanted to make himself look good.
washing up, cleaning up, from preparing.
But guess
food.
what?
Christopher
That story would
was in
never
the
go
kitchen as
anywhere.
well. He's the one
The
that
truth
walked toward
will
the
be
bedroom
told.
first. He stopped in the hallway when Olivia walked around to go toward the bedroom. She was startled to find him there.
She was startled to find him there.
When that video ended, it was less than 3 minutes later that Christopher was on the phone with 911 saying that his wife was shot in the head.
He did that within minutes. Took down the cameras, went into the bedroom, and X'd his wife
I
out
think the reason that one
and
camera
claimed
was still
she did it
there is
herself.
he ran out of
Come
time.
on.
When Christopher was supposed to be saving his wife's life, he was out in the front yard deleting videos.
Deleting videos so he can never get caught.
By the time that interview had ended that day, Christopher was placed under arrest for murder.
There you go. Amen. Can't get away with the crime, honey. You're going to do the time.
And there was several videos shown
Shame a
during that
young,
trial
beautiful woman like that with
that showed
kids
him being
had to
an
lose her
absolute
life over a
monster to my
loser.
sister.
A
It was
correction
like a
officer at
nightmare
that.
living that trial.
Supposed to be upholding the law. But he was totally against the law with his wife. You hear him now. You hear him. You hear the anger in him. The dude came into the relationships with anger issues. He carried that devilish way with him into that relationship. Now that beautiful girl is gone. Left 2 beautiful kids because she married the wrong guy and gave him multiple chances after chances after chances. Red flags after red flags after red flags, and she still accepted him to be X'd out in the end. That's her right there, gone. From some maniac did not cherish her
Once
or
I seen
appreciate
the video
her.
footage, I was just filled with sadness, so much sadness. I felt guilt as to why didn't I see that? Why didn't
We're
I
blind to
know
the signs. You hear what she said? Why didn't she see that? That's the mother talking.
When I could have.
The signs are
victim will
there.
make excuses for the violent person. The victim will think that they can fix the violent person. And either way, they think that they're in love with the violent person. Once violence begins, it doesn't just stop.
It never stops. It slows down for a minute, and then then it comes right back.
You want to have a kid? I'll about my kid.
And I'm going to get emotional. It breaks your heart that she went through what she went through.
She went through a lot
It hurts.
and still gave this scumbag chances after chances after chances. He did not appreciate her because it wasn't even about her. It was about him and his crazy anger issues that he brought into that marriage.
I can honestly say he took a piece of everyone's heart, everyone's soul. He crushed it.
Every day I put on this ribbon, this purple ribbon, I put that ribbon on every day in remembrance of her. And it signifies domestic violence. So I wear it every single day. I love her and I miss her dearly. It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare.
Think
Absolutely.
about her all the time.
Beautiful soul
I want
gone
my mom to
from a
be
scumbag
remembered as that
who was
happy
supposed
daughter
to
that
be a
everyone
lawful
has,
man.
that place they go to
But he
when they
X'd her
need
out of
peace,
this
joy,
world,
happiness.
leaving 2 kids behind. And she gave him multiple opportunities to get it right. He just couldn't do it because it's in him. All right, guys. Just wanted you to see that piece. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just remember, know who you're getting involved with. Ask God for discernment. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.